Hi, this is Debbie at debscraps.com. This is my first video. I have a blog at www.debscraps.com, but I wanted to add more to it, and that's why I'm doing a video now. What I'm doing today is I'm starting a clear acrylic album. I already have a few pages done, and I wanted to explain them before I did the page I'm doing today. So this is the start. This is the few pages I have done. The first one is the title, Spring Break 2013. And kind of the goal of a clear acrylic album is to see some of the things behind it, to see some of the other pages. So you don't want to just put cardstock on the front and then not be able to see behind it. You're adding dimension and create fun to your album. So here is what I have started, and here is the album cover by itself. And what these are, all of these are rub-ons. I'll show you a little closer. Rub-ons really work nice with the clear acrylic because they just stick well, and they're just a good thing to do on acrylic albums. So that's the cover, and then this is the first page. One thing you have to do when you have your clear acrylic albums, whenever you do a page, you have to think about what is behind the page. So here I have a picture on this side, and then what's behind it, because it will show through, and you want to decorate it and look nice on both sides. So what I did to this picture is I put a piece of decorative paper behind it. I'm actually going to do that on today's page also. So I put a piece of decorative paper before I mounted it onto the clear acrylic. And then another thing you have to be careful on with the clear acrylic albums is where you put your adhesive, because it will show through. So you don't apply it as liberally as you would on a normal album. So here I applied the adhesive for the picture where I knew this was going to be, where I knew this History of the Pirate's House paper was going to be, and where I knew different stickers was going to be. So I was really careful to put just a little bit in the corners so that the picture would stay nice, and then I put quite a bit where this was. And then also this hangs over the edge, so I put some stickers here and here to just punch it wherever your rings are. And I added the postcard of the Pirate's House we went to in Savannah. And I'm going to add more postcards later on. So that takes us up to where we are now. And now I want to make a new page. And so here is my new clear acrylic page. What I want to do today is, well, several things. But the one thing I want to do different today is I want to stamp. And so to get to that point, I want to first add my other things, and then I'll stamp towards the end. So the first thing I want to add is this. It's a history of the Pirate's House. The Pirate's House is a real building. I mean, it was there from 1753, and it actually was a place where pirates went. And so that's pretty cool. So in order to find out where I want to stick this, I know what's going to go on the back. You have to plan ahead with these albums. So what's going to go on the back is this picture. What it is the following morning we went on a movie tour, and a man dressed just like Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump was filmed in Savannah, so a man that was dressed just like Forrest Gump, sounded like him, and acted just like him, was on this tour. We just happened to see him. It was a really cool highlight for all of us. And so that's on the next page. Notice it's a picture I took, and notice that I put a piece of decorative paper on the back because it's going to show through. So this is going to show on this side of the album. So it's going to be right there. I rounded my corner here just to kind of match up. That's with the rounded corner of the album page. So that's where that's going to go. So I know I can put some adhesive and it won't show right there. Now the adhesive here will show, so I will have another sticker or something on the other side to cover that up. So I'm going to go ahead and put the adhesive on here. I'm just using a dot runner. Once you watch a few of my videos, you'll see that I'm pretty liberal with my use of adhesive. So I just like to make sure that things stick well. So that's on there. And now the only other thing I'm going to put on this side is I'm going to put some pieces of just fun little things I have about vacation fun, like a road trip fun, and then just a little guy and girl. So I'm going to go ahead and apply those. And I'm going to put these all where the adhesive is going to be covered up by the picture on the other side. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. There that is. And there they are, the cute little man and woman. All right, so now I'm going to go to the other side. And the first thing I want to do is just put the adhesive on and put this picture on. And I'm going to match it to this corner. And there we go. So now I know I want to try to cover up most of this. I already got, it says people to see. And I already know where it's going to go. It's going to go here. And it won't quite cover up it all, but it does cover up most of it. And that's how it works with these albums. So I just want to make sure it gets to the edge, and it didn't quite make it that time. There we go. All right. So what I want to do on this side, and I have some fingerprints. You do tend to get fingerprints on these albums. So I always keep some sort of cloth that I can wipe off those prints. And you can wipe off your pictures with that too. So now I want to do my stamp. And with the clear acrylic, it's important to use the right ink. And so Stays On ink, right there, Stays On, is perfect for this. Because it doesn't, if you use ink that doesn't work well, it will just run and not ever dry completely. So this is the stamp I'm going to use. It says Vacation and Highway. And it's a clear stamp, and it's on a mount here. It will come off very nice. What's nice about the clear stamps, here, it will come off. What's nice about these is, compared to the rubber stamps, is that you can see your placement. So, what I'm going to do is to ink up my stamp. I always, before I stamp it on something, I always stamp it on some scrap, just to make sure. See, it didn't do a great job, so I'm seeing, get it how inked up it is. Do this a few times. I always keep my recycling bin of papers right beside me. And if I need to have a scrap, it's paper right there. I just get it out. All right, I think I'm ready. I know I want it over here. And here we go. You just put it down and press firmly. And then raise it up. And it says Vacation and Highway. And just make sure you give it time to dry. And it is on there. It's kind of hard to see. A nice little touch whenever you're using these pages. Just a little hint, you don't have to do it every time, but whenever you're using your stamp pads, just keep your set of wipes beside you, and you can clean up your stamps right whenever you use them. So once that dries, I'm going to call this side of the page done, and add it to my 3 rings there. So here we go. We're going to add it to there, and here's the front side. And you can see, it's just hard with this background, but I can see the stamp through there. It's right there. Let's see, right there. And then there's the other side. Oh, sorry, I will get better at this, I promise. So it will be really nice whenever I add it to here, and it will peek through the album. So, well, thank you so much for stopping by today. And like I said, this is the first time that I've created one of these videos. This won't be the last, so please keep stopping by and they will run more smoothly next time. God bless.